Welcome back. So last time we figured out that Medion is made of Dynamis, which we're pretty sure is also Akasha, um, and that there's a whole bunch of media, and they've all been sent to different planets, different stars, to find out what other civilizations live for. Um, and we're pretty sure that Hermes is not complicit in the final days. Emmett Selk and Hythlodaeus also came to this conclusion, and so we're gonna tell Hermes about it. Hunger in the garden. I think the time for leisurely exploration is past. If I might have a moment to adjust my vision. There he is, on the next tile over. Meteon is with him. Hermes appears to be in the midst of an observational study, but I suggest we hurry over before they venture elsewhere. Head straight down the path. We can teleport to Misopsis Euros from the device at the bottom of the slope. Okay. We'll do that. There they are. They are close by, within the Hungering Gardens. That would be the circular enclosure you see just up ahead. Well then, Oscar, make yourself useful and bring Hermes out here to us. If I were to go, he would assume I was only there to press him on the Van Daniel matter. Of all of us present, you stand the best chance of convincing him to put aside his work for the moment. But the creations in there are not exactly... then again, perhaps Osaka can handle them. She did survive a bout with Venar, after all. Off you go to find Hermes, but do be prepared to come to blows with the garden's denizens. Okay. It's the carnivorous plant enclosure. Hermes, where are you at? There's gotta be a spot to survey. Oh, there he is. Hello, Hermes. Oscar, what are you doing here? I thought you were keeping Hythlodaeus and Emmett Selk company. An important matter, and unrelated to my decision on Van Daniel, you say? Then, yes, I will come, as soon as my work here is finished. It will not be long, I promise, but you should really wait outside the garden with the others. This is no place for idle exploration. Okay. I'm back. You spoke with Hermes, then? And were briefly entangled with the denizens of the Hungering Gardens as well, I see. Or should I say, smell. I cannot speak for certain Convocation members, but I for one am impressed with your fortitude. Well done indeed. Now that you've convinced Hermes to confer with us, let us pray that things will soon take a turn for the better. For as fascinating as it would be to meet the Emmett Selk who would recreate Amarant in the depths of the ocean, I think it best for all concerned if such tragic events never came to pass. Be it in our future or your past, assuming yours is not truly written in stone. Naive hope that it is. Words without sound. That, like some other quests, is also a line from the song Answers. Hermes said he would not be long, yes, and we shall wait here until he emerges.
My apologies for keeping you waiting. I understand there is a matter you wish to discuss.
Aye. A matter of the utmost gravity. If one can suspend disbelief. Go on then. Tell him what you told us. Who you are and why you came.
Okay. So we're from the future, and you're gonna try to kill everyone.
The final days.
The phenomena observed during these star-encompassing calamities is likely the product of a dynamis reaction. And none is more versed in the applications of this energy than you, Hermes. I must stress that we do not believe you would desire such destruction. We come not to lodge accusations, but to beg your wisdom. And so, distressing though the exercise may be, I ask that you share with us your opinion on the matter. On the assumption that our visitor's tale is true.
Even you, Vana. As you say, the phenomena observed in the two calamities may both be attributed to dynamis. Of note is the difference in its effect. In the first final days, it warped creation magics. In the second, it warped the people themselves. The key variable, I suspect, is the etheric density of the men of each age. As you know, ether, in essence, negates dynamis. Harboring high concentrations of ether, we ancients cannot readily manipulate dynamis, nor be manipulated by it. Therefore, rather than ourselves, the calamity affected our magics. In contrast, having been sundered, the people of the future are composed of but a fraction of our ether. Thus are they susceptible to the influence of dynamis and its transformative potential. But that would explain only the mechanism, not the cause. Though perhaps...
What is it? Even should it be a hypothesis, we would hear it.
Dynamis is an energy put in motion by feelings. Feelings for which there must first exist a source. A source to which the victims must be attuned. One that harbors the selfsame negative emotions. Elsewise it could not be the agent of such extreme change.
So it wasn't the stagnation of the celestial currents. Someone, or something, is instigating the star's demise.
Oh.
So, we've a villain on our hands after all. Any idea who or what it could be?
The celestial currents comprise the outermost layer of the star's ether, encasing it like a protective sphere. According to your tale, it was where the currents were weakest that the phenomena first manifested. If the inciting factor came from without Aetheris, then its effects would first be seen in those locations.
Greetings. Can you hear me?
What?
Do not be alarmed. I mean you no harm. I wish only to hear your words, share your feelings, know your thoughts. May we please be friends?
Meteon. What is it?
Executing scheduled task, suspending individual self and connecting to shared consciousness. Connection established. Commencing status report.
this isn't good.
It hurts, it hurts! It hurts! So hot, so cold, so sad. I don't understand. Make it stop. Please, make it stop.
Steady, Meteon. Steady.
So scared, so lonely. The pain, it's too much. Why? Why do we? They hurt. Hate. This is wrong. All wrong.
She's gone? But how?
She has altered her etheric density in order to blend in with her surroundings, an ability for avoiding confrontation.
Most effective. Frustratingly so. I can't see her either. Not even a trace.
Stay away. Please. This is wrong. My mistake. So please.
This isn't good.
Are you all right?
I can hear her.
In your mind? No. We only heard her speak the instant before she vanished.
Of course. When communicating without words, Meteon also employs Dynamis. That will explain why you were able to hear her, when we could not.
Then you are our best chance of finding her. Follow her voice and try to track her down. Hindered though we may be, let us split up and search as well.
It's a rather upbeat quest accepted song for what's going on. Alrighty, let's find Meteon. There's a location. You calm your mind, your senses questing for any hint of Meteon's presence. But you fail to hear her voice. She must be elsewhere. We're gonna fly. My first time through this, I couldn't fly yet, which made looking for her very difficult. I'm way outside of the search circle. Meteon, are you here? Alright, she's not here. There's Venom. Is she here? It seeps into my mind. Our voices reporting. No, no, Hermes mustn't hear them. I have to run, to hide. Meteon's anguished voice grows distant as the source seems to flee down the slope. Ah, there it is. You strain to catch even the faintest whisper. You fail to hear Medion's voice. She must be elsewhere. Ah. Greetings and salutations. Commencing report. Oh, oh no, we can't tell them that. We must run. Run far away. Ah. Please, don't follow me. Medion's anguished voice fades as you sense her climbing to the top of the ridge. Grr. Get back here, you. No, not here either. Another disturbance over there. How did it come to this? Is this the reason we traveled to the star? Why we sought out other life forms? Is this it? Is this the answer? No, it cannot be. It cannot be. Drifted off to the south. No. I don't want to fight. Leave me alone. Go. You don't want to fight things right now. I'm kind of busy. Nope, not here. Compiling report for dissemination to Hermes and all peoples of Aetheris. Processing expedition data. Preparing profiles on intelligent civilizations. Formulating answers to the question. Finalizing report. No, Oscar, you mustn't listen. It's wrong. It's all wrong. She's fled towards the lake. Any sign of Meteon? Yes. Panicked and confused, which will make it all the more difficult to predict her movements. Hermes, what do you make of this situation? The meteor are linked to a single mind, a shared consciousness, which connects them across any distance. I suspect something has happened which disrupted its usual harmony. How might we access this shared consciousness of theirs? Much as you would approach any sentient being, directly. In the meteor's case, that means speaking to any incarnation within physical reach. So unless we can track down the Meteon we've just lost, we have no means to communicate with them. No way of knowing what befell her sisters, no way to provide directions or guidance. Then we had best set our musings aside and concentrate on how we might find her. What's up, Hermes? Oh, my dear Meteon. What did you witness out there that frightened you, sir? Why do you seek to keep it from us? How terrible could it possibly be? Follow, wander, stumble, listen. Also a line from Answers. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Meteon renders herself invisible by matching her etheric density to that of her surroundings, does she not? If so, could we not then disrupt her concealment with a surfeit of ether? Much how Emet-Selch solidified your presence when we first met you. Don't be absurd. I can hardly channel ether to a recipient whose whereabouts are hidden to me. Which is why we must all work together. Oscar will continue the search in the same manner as before, but this time with you in tow. Once she ascertains Meteon's likely location, you proceed to reveal our wayward familiar with a swift ethereal downpour. Very clever, and thankfully she has made herself easier to capture by fleeing towards Lethe? Assuming she is made visible, it should prove no great feat to herd her into a corner. Then we have our plan. Oscar and Emet-Selch will be our tracker and trapper respectively, while we others predict and obstruct Meteon's avenues of escape. Emet-Selch and I will keep an eye on each other's ether to help coordinate our efforts. Let us be about it. Well, it seems we are partners for the time being. Let us return to where we last saw Meteon and pick up the trail from there. I will keep myself in a state of preparedness, ready to rain down ether at a moment's notice, meaning it falls to you to keep the way clear. Emet-Selch is now accompanying us. We've got our very own pet Emet-Selch. Meteon, where art thou? Nothing this way. We try another route then. Listening for Meteon. Why can't I fly? Are my functions being restricted? Hide. Yes, I'll just have to hide then, where no one can find me. She went into the lake, as if this wasn't tiresome enough. Well, at least that open expanse should make her easier to find. We won't lose her this time. Oh, we can talk to him about something. We should be able to reach the bottom of this drop by climbing down the rocks at the water's edge. Do not even think of dragging me over the falls. Final days or no, if I end up drenched from head to toe, I swear I will feed you to a remora. Okay, we're going over the falls. Haha. You're not the boss of me. Meteon, are you here? Not here. I'm not here. Please. By that rock, is she? Very well. What? Why can't I hide? There's no need to run, Meteon. Oscar, what are you saying? Everything is so faint. I'm sorry. I'm not strong enough. Stay away. I'm begging you. Don't make me say it. It will break him. His poor, fragile heart. Now we have a chance. Once the others are in position, the two of us can herd her into their midst. You're gonna get your Meteon. There's a bubble where we can ask him questions. Let's see. Is this Neus not Muse? Seems to have been left to the mercy of the elements. Either way, it bears no trace of Meteon's essence. We move on. Is she here? Yep, maybe. Well, something's going to happen. There, I see her. They really make this chase take a while. Is this her?
Give chase. We shall herd her into the shelter.
Okay. We got her.
Please, Mission. We must speak.
I'm sorry, Hermes. I'm so sorry. If someone can hear these words, then please... please protect them. Protect them all. Individual self-suspended. Connection with shared consciousness stable. Our survey is complete. We shall now report our findings. All units safely arrived at their respective destinations. Seeking answers to Hermes' question, we attempted to make contact with the intelligent denizens of each star. Results are as follows, in order of numerical code. Enna. Traces of civilization found. Structures believed to have served as domiciles. No extant life forms detected. Dio. Ruined remnants of buildings scattered across star, surface of which is encased in ice. Presence of life could not be verified. Tria. Evidence of large population centers, akin to cities recovered. No extant life forms found, only their lingering essence.
Ugh.
Tessera. Edifices surmised to be abandoned residences found. No extant life forms detected. Deadly plague or extreme environmental degradation likely to have led to mass extinction.
They are all dead.
Octo. Star found in state of violent conflict. Contact successfully made with inhabitants, but deployment of weapons of mass destruction resulted in total annihilation of local population shortly thereafter. Inea. Star is a barren desert. No identifiable flora found. Bones of living beings resembling men discovered beneath sands, but determination regarding their intelligence inconclusive.
Remind me, Hermes, what exactly was the question you entrusted to Meteion?
I tasked her with asking what others live for. What gives their lives meaning.
Did you consider what may happen if the premise of the question is flawed? To be able to answer it, one must be living and desire to continue doing so. But if Meteion finds no living beings in the course of her journey, or none who desire to live, what then? What answers would she derive from their silence?
Meteon, enough! Suspend your mission, and return hither at once.
Decapente. Local civilization once flourished under auspices of higher power. Said power later laid waste to civilization in fit of rage.
Uh-oh.
Upon revealing this to me, entity elected to self-terminate in lieu of providing answer to question. No other intelligent life forms found.
That's not good.
Turning a deaf ear, are we? We are taking Meteon back to Amarot. As I understand, we will need her if we are to bring back all of her sisters.
Yes. Meteon. It isn't right, is it? It isn't right to turn away from the answer. Even if the answer is pain. Even if we aberrations must scream ourselves hoarse to be heard. Aye. Whatever answers we find, I will not dismiss them out of hand. These words I said to you, and I will hold myself to them.
What do you think you're doing? WTF, mate?
What is the meaning of this?
You cannot take Meteon, not until she has finished her report. All else must wait.
You fool!
Well, this isn't good. Why, Hermes? Why could you not leave well enough alone? Will these answers assuage the pain you feel when creation is returned to ether? Had you never cast your accursed questions to the distant stars, you may have one day learned to be at peace upon this one. Paging the messenger. Hermes is headed to Catissus. Considering the expansive dimensions of the place, even we may have a difficult time locating his ether. All I can say is that he entered from the rooftop and likely arrived at the uppermost point of the facility. So, do we pursue him? Of course we pursue him. No matter what Hermes might be thinking, Meteon is a potential threat that needs to be brought under our control. The Convocation's duty to safeguard this star takes precedence over any personal stake in the matter. Venom? Osaka? Yes. 'Tis clear we stand on a precipice, but we have yet to determine beyond a shadow of a doubt that Meteon's is the hand which tips us over the edge. Nevertheless, if we are to learn the truth of the final days, we must give chase, and even if neither Hermes nor Meteon is ultimately responsible, we cannot leave them to suffer this torment alone. Agreed on all counts. To Catissus Hyperborea we go. Did it just take us there? It did. That was convenient. Mostly because we wouldn't... Your first time through, you wouldn't have been able to fly. And, so rather than have us backtrack through all the various teleporters. Hello, Vana. What have we here? Excuse me, has something happened inside Catissus? Mistress Vena, I'm so glad you're here. No one knows what prompted it, but the alarum was sounded and Catissus put into a state of alert. Procedure dictated that we evacuate immediately, and we have yet to investigate further. This is Hermes' doing, obviously. And what does this state of alert entail exactly? A field of dampening magic is draped over the entire facility, usually in response to escaped entities and the like. Catissus scholars and observers are unaffected, but everything and everyone else is weakened to a fraction of their usual capabilities. Then consider us forewarned. We do, however, have urgent business with Chief Hermes, and must enter the premises regardless. That said, if Hermes is willing to enact such measures, I wonder what other obstacles he has seen fit to drop in our path. With that enfeebling spell in place, we're not like to be at our fighting best. And I was hardly an effective combatant to begin with. I've little to offer beyond my ethereal vision. Then you will put that talent of yours to good use. You are fairly skilled at spotting weaknesses, if I recall. Fairly skilled. Now you've gone and raised everyone's expectations. You all need only make the most of your strengths, and I will fill in the gaps as required. I was once Asm, after all. 'Twas my job to rise to the occasion, be that as defender, aggressor, or healer. I feel better about my lack of prowess already. And you, Emetselk, can impress us with your arcane mastery. Your Ulob potent spells as easily as breathing, and can also channel that power in a protective manner if you so choose, yes? Well, yes, should the situation call for it. Excellent. That should cover us on all fronts. Your tale has led us here, Oscar, so it's only right that you lead us now. No matter what lies ahead, we will win through to Hermes and Meteon. And then we will face the future together. Yep, so it's a dungeon. We can have Emetselk as healer or damage. Hythlodaeus is a bard. And Vena can be a white mage, a paladin, or a dancer. But, just so that this episode doesn't go super long, we'll cut it short and go right into the dungeon at the start of the next one.